What would you say if I asked you, do you consider yourself a life winner? Take a moment to think it through. What qualifies a winner as such? What are those traits you've adapted that make you a winner, or would make you a winner if adapted? Everyone wants to be known as a winner, even though success is relative. And what one person knows as success is different from what another person knows as success. However, there are certain levels of success one can attain that will be significant enough for everyone to see and identify the person as successful. Being successful in today's world is difficult because there are a lot of distractions from social media, the economic crisis, and other aspects of life that make being successful difficult. Nevertheless, some are still winning, though things are generally difficult. The people who win are known to have some characteristics or secrets that give them the edge over others. Stay tuned to discover the 10 secrets to winning in today's world. Change your mindset. To achieve anything in life, one of the first things to do is to believe that you can make it happen. Once the mind does not have the expected belief, the whole body and actions of the person will respond to the mind and will not give the expected result. This is why believing and having the right mindset is the first step in achieving anything in life. If you are the kind who doesn't believe that you can win in the face of all apparent odds against you, then you have to limit yourself to what you can do and don't expect to be in the winning category. Ask successful people, and they will tell you how having the right mindset is instrumental to winning. You believe you can achieve it, and you are halfway through what you set your mind to. If you want to win or you want to be successful more than your peers, then it is pertinent to have the right mindset by believing that you have all it takes and you have all the resources needed to achieve your dreams. Have proper plans. One of the major differences between those who are successful and winning and those who are struggling for success is that the former mostly have written plans of what they want to do or achieve in life. They don't just write those plans down. Instead, they also make sure that they work according to the written plans. They have their monthly plan, their 6-month plan, their 1-year plan, their 5-year plan, and their 10-year plan. All this plan has been written and they are running with it. Once there is any challenge with the plan, they go back to their drawing board and look for ways to rectify the obstacle just because they want to make sure their plans come to fruition. Before they can do this, they have a prior understanding of what writing a plan is. They know that their plan must be specific, must be measurable, must be achievable, must be realistic, and must be time-bound. Successful people always work with a plan, and so should you if you desire success. Never stop learning. Those who are successful and always like to win do not stop learning. They always see their current level as a stepping stone to where they can get to. They always desire new opportunities, learn new ways of making headway, learn new methods of doing things, and discover ways they can achieve things faster than they have done in the past. They know that the secret to making headway or being successful is to learn from those who have been successful, learning from their mistakes and their achievements as well. Successful people believe that no man is an island of knowledge and will always strive to learn something new every day of their lives. They know that the moment they stop learning is the moment they stop growing, and the moment they stop growing is the moment they stop progressing. So they will do their best to continue growing, which is achieved by learning. Be committed. Another major secret of successful people is that they are always committed. Once they have a plan and they know what they want to achieve, they will keep their focus on the price and do all that is required of them to make sure that they are achieving their goal. They are fully committed to the assignment and will not let anyone or anything pose a distraction. They sometimes go the extra mile to show their commitment, which might involve them staying up late at night just to finish some proposal or assignment, and sometimes they might travel a long distance just to convince a customer about the product they are selling. They are ready to always do what it takes to achieve whatever dream, goal, or plan they have written down. They know when they're supposed to rest, but will dedicate more time to whatever plans they have documented. Remove all distractions. Have you ever seen a successful person speak and make a point of mentioning that he does not watch television as everybody else does? This is not because they hate television or because television is not good for everyone to see, but most of them view television as a means of distraction from their plans and personal goals. They tend to prefer not to do things that distract them from achieving their goals. Instead of them spending time researching and strategizing, they might end up spending hours watching a movie, which will delay their productivity. As an individual, you have to learn to identify those things that might be very distracting to you and find a way to do away with them. One of the distractions we have in today's world is the addiction to social media, and one of the ways to manage it is by having an external app that can limit the duration we will spend on all social platforms daily. Successful people find a way to manage that distraction, and so should you if you are ready to join the winning team. Focus more on what you think of yourself. This is another thing that can act as a distraction for anyone ready to make headway in life. When you start thinking about what people say about you more than what you believe about yourself, you stand a chance of having doubts, and there's a possibility that you might end up not achieving what you set your mind to. If it were to be left to some people, so many of the inventions that we have in today's world wouldn't have been achieved because several people that were called failures and weird eventually made some of the world's most well-known inventions. Hence, we need to first believe in ourselves so that no matter what people say about us, we won't be used to judging ourselves. If you believe you can do anything, stay on it. Don't quit. Don't let the world's judgment be your definitive factor. And let your views be what you act on in life. Take risks. The level we are at today is a result of the risk we have taken in the past. If we individually examine our lives, we will notice there have been things we are not sure of, but we decided to do, that eventually paid off for us. This is called risk-taking. Successful people do not take risks when they are not sure that the risks they are taking might be productive. They are privy to the fact that taking risks means going ahead with a project even when you are not sure that what you are banking on can eventually yield the expected result. However, there should be a level of understanding one must have before taking unnecessary risks. But a man who has decided not to take risks is only shooting himself in the leg because, later in the future, the only regret a man will eventually have is the regret of the risk they never took. It is better to take a risk and fail than to never take that same risk and see others who made the same decision succeed in the future. Learn to adapt. Another important secret of people who want to win is that they always learn to adapt. If they are in any environment they are not used to, they will learn about the ways things are being done in that environment quickly and see what they can do to overcome any challenges that they might be facing. When there is a change in the environment due to economic factors or any other factors, they are not entirely affected. This is because they tend to learn quickly about ways of managing the situation so they can adjust themselves appropriately and live effectively. See good in every situation. Successful people see every challenge as an opportunity for creativity. They have a half-glass-full kind of personality. If there is any challenge, they believe that the solution to this challenge is an opportunity for winning, which is why instead of complaining and grumbling, they will rather sit and evaluate the situation by looking for plausible means to provide a solution to the people. To learn the art of winning, we have to first learn the art of seeing the good in all the challenges we are facing. Enjoy the process. You cannot do without this secret because it is what is otherwise known as passion. This is a driving force behind success because for you to win in today's world, you should know that life is not a bed of roses, and the major secret to winning is to enjoy the process. Passion is what won't make you back out in the presence of challenges, but instead, you will keep thriving because you know there's light at the end of the tunnel. When we try to enjoy each level we get to, we tend to work hard to be more successful. This is why you will see successful people always looking joyful. They didn't become joyful after winning. They had been joyful right from the beginning of their journey. Celebrate a little success and see yourself pushing for more success. Now that you know the 10 secrets to win in today's world, It is time to develop the 7 habits that will make you rich. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video.